The news day continues here on One News Now. I'm Charles Lejano. Foreign workers bound for Hong Kong are dismayed over news that the territory will not honor vaccine cards from the Philippines due to lack of uniformity. But the government assures OFWs that they're now finding solutions, such as seeking assistance from international organizations. Marian Enriquez with the details.
Ito po yung sa vaccination card po namin, ma'am. Kasi sabi po, kailangan daw sa amin yun. Pag fully vaccinated, pwede nang makapasok ng Hong Kong. Yung pala, hindi rin pala.
36-year-old Lani, not her real name, flew to Manila all the way from Lanao del Norte in November last year to apply as a domestic helper in Hong Kong. She was supposed to leave in March, but was rescheduled several times because of the travel ban. On Monday, when the ban was lifted, Lani can't hide her dismay, bursting into tears upon learning that she still won't be able to leave, especially that she has already over 100,000 debt.
Kaya sobrang hirap po, sobra. Hindi kami namumulot ng pera dito. Sa totoo lang po. Ano lang namin, kung makakaalis ba kami o hindi, kasi kung hindi, kukunin namin yung binayad namin tapos lilipat kami sa ibang country.
Lani is among the 3,000 OFWs set to leave for Hong Kong. But the Hong Kong government is refusing to recognize vaccination cards of individuals inoculated in the Philippines. In a tweet, Foreign Affairs Secretary Teddy Locsin said that Philippine vaccination cards are not accepted in Hong Kong because they are not uniformed or connected to a single source. As of now, fully vaccinated OFWs can only present vaccination cards from their respective LGUs. The palace meanwhile said that they are looking for ways to address this issue. They are now considering using the Yellow Book being issued by the Bureau of Quarantine.
Is nakikipag-ugnayan po ang gobyerno sa international community pagdating dito at tinitingnan po natin kung po pwede rin ang WHO ay manguna na doon sa initiative para magkaroon tayo ng uniform na pagtanggap ng mga vaccination cards.
Labor Secretary Sylvester Bello III said that they are now in talks with the Hong Kong government to appeal for recognition of the current certificate of vaccination from BOQ for the meantime.
Paghintay-hintay kayo dahil may representation ng ATF na they will be allowed to issue a certificate that will be recognized by the Hong Kong government. And in the meantime, ang BOQ natin ang mag-issue ng certificate of vaccination. Kaya huwag po kayo mag-alala, inaasikaso po dito.
Bello is hopeful that the Hong Kong government would heed their plea. For now, he said that the government will advise the BOQ to prioritize OFWs in the issuance of vaccine certificates. For News 5, Marian Enriquez, we are One News.
Meanwhile, the Labor Department is also calling for additional funds to provide cash assistance for workers affected by the ECQ. The DOLE currently has a budget of 2 billion pesos from the NEDA for the provision of a one-time 5,000 peso cash assistance for each affected worker. But speaking with Radyo 5's Ted Filon, Bello said this may not be enough to reach the around 300 to 400,000 workers affected by the ECQ. They are now requesting for additional budget allocation for the program. Bello is also urging workers and companies to apply for cash assistance.
Kasi nag-ECQ na, di affected na yung mga workers na hindi makapasok dahil na ECQ. So, dapat pag-apply na sila online o kaya yung mga employers nila, mag-submit sila ng mga pangalan ng mga empleyado nila na hindi makapasok para sa ganoon ay bigyan natin ng cash assistance.
An infectious disease expert emphasized the necessity of COVID-19 testing, especially now that we have entered flu season. In an interview with Radyo 5, infectious disease expert Ed Salvania said that it's almost impossible to tell whether the symptoms are caused by the Delta variant. And because of this, it is important to get tested to know whether or not a person has COVID-19.
Ang nakakabahala, meron kami mga pasyente na positive for flu, na positive for COVID rin. So, pwede silang magsabay. So, in general, lalong-lalo na if you live in Metro Manila or areas na mataas talaga yung level ng transmission ng COVID, pag meron po kayong respiratory symptoms, pag nilalagnat po kayo, pag may exposure po kayo, important po talaga magpa-test.
Pediatric infectious diseases experts believe that the country may be underreporting COVID-19 cases among children. However, they're still recommending the prioritization of adults in the government's vaccination program. To tell us more about this, we have Greg Gregorio. He's joining us live from Antipolo. Good afternoon, Greg. What is the basis for the Pediatric Infectious Disease Society statement that there may be some underreporting of COVID-19 cases among the youth?
Charles, aside from the Pediatric Infectious Diseases Society of the Philippines, the Philippine Pediatric Society has also mentioned that we might be seeing only data of COVID-19 cases among children who are hospitalized. According to Dr. Carmela Casala of the PPS, we are not seeing clear picture of COVID-19 amongst children who are experiencing milder version of the infection. Charles?
All right, Greg, but what are the numbers looking like according to DOH data? How many of the youth have actually contracted COVID-19?
Charles, according to the data presented by Dr. Buni, which is just as of February 2021 of the data of the Department of Health's report, we have seen more than 48,000 confirmed COVID-19 cases among ages 0 to 19. But cross-checking with the data issued by the Department of Health as of August 7, we have already detected more than 176,000 confirmed COVID-19 cases among ages 0 to 19. Charles?
Given these numbers, Greg, why is the group saying that we should still prioritize adults for vaccination, at least as of now?
Yes, Charles, according to Dr. Fatima Jimenez of the Philippine Pediatric Society, we must consider two reasons. One is that as of the moment, only Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine is the one given an emergency use authorization in the Philippines to be inoculated to ages 12 and above. And the Sinovac has already applied has already filed an application to the FDA, and it was only approved for a clinical trial on ages 3 and up. Thus, according to Dr. Jimenez, we still need more evidence as to which of the vaccines are safe and effective for use among children. And aside from that, according to Dr. Jimenez, amid the scarcity of supply of COVID-19 vaccines, we still need to prioritize the vaccine rollout among older population. As she said, children are getting the from the working population or the older population who are going out of their households. Charles?
Right. Given that there appears to be this gap between the reported numbers and what's actually out there, what can be done, Greg? How can we bridge this gap in terms of underreporting of COVID-19 cases among children?
Yes, Ross, both of these societies are encouraging LGUs to test even those children who are close contacts and showing symptoms or flu-like symptoms, which are considered symptoms of COVID-19. Aside from that, they are encouraging facilities, especially health practitioners, who are attending to children with confirmed COVID-19 cases to report to their online registry, which is the Salvacion Registry, to report numbers of COVID-19 cases among children for them to have or generate possible measures on how to better understand and address the COVID-19 infection amongst children. We have also asked the Department of Health about what could possibly be done in relation to this underreporting as floated by the PPS. But as of now, we are yet to have the answer from the Department of Health. Charles?
Thanks for that, Greg. That was Greg Gregorio reporting live from Antipolo. Jimmy Alapag is returning as the assistant coach for the Sacramento Kings in the NBA Summer League. The former Gilas Pilipinas captain is named as one of 7 assistant coaches of the Kings Summer League, which is playing in Las Vegas this year. The Kings on Wednesday recognized Alapag's journey from PBA to the NBA and noted that the Mighty Mouse is one step closer towards breaking through the NBA coaching ranks. Time now for a quick look at some of today's headlines. A magnitude 7.1 earthquake rocked Davao Oriental and nearby areas earlier this morning. Cebu City's health department says it is possible that there's community transmission of the Delta variant in the Queen City of the South. Some cities report missing names from the beneficiary list during the distribution of cash aid or ayuda in Metro Manila. And those are the top stories at this hour. Join us again later at 1 p.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Just register for a free account at www.signalplay.com so you can stream One News live anytime and anywhere. I'm Charles Lejano. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.